But we do have a follow-up from last week.
We do.
All right, so last week we talked about it. I was up 1-0 from the Stanley Cup argument. You gave me that.
Yep.
Last week's argument was who's going to be the next mascot for the Olympics.
For the Olympics, yeah.
Right? Who's taking Michael Phelps' throne,
Mm-hmm.
right? I told you I was going to take it from you, but I left it up in the air because it was close. We had to see how the Olympics were going to play out. You picked
Sha'Carri Richardson.
I picked Caleb Dressel. Come on, I need you to lock it in
Whoever
here.
it was, it didn't win the argument. That's who it was.
It did. Well, see, what had happened, and since the last time we spoke, I think it was a good 48 hours after the fact,
Mm-hmm.
your girl got caught. She
Doing what?
smoking a little devil's lettuce. Okay, got a little excited. Heard you talking about her.
Mm-hmm.
Went out, had some fun. Not really,
Yeah, no.
but got caught smoking the devil's lettuce. I wouldn't say even caught. I think she did. Obviously, clearly did it intentionally.
Right.
And it's now suspended for 30 days, which brings us to a next point, which is there's a little loophole there. She's not necessarily banned from the Olympics,
It's okay.
just 30 days.
So there's a fight.
There's a chance that she might possibly, incredibly magically, run in some kind of relay if the suspension falls off at that time. We're looking into it. It's a little fishy.
Yeah. I'm assuming. So she did get popped on a little bit of a test that the Olympic trials hold you to. The Olympic organization holds you to.
Yep.
A little marijuana.
A little marijuana.
But that being said, so my concern for her is she going to be able to say, okay, I got caught on this. Can she stay like on the straight and narrow and stay off the radar for another test? Right.
I would believe so. I hope so.
I would hope so. Yeah, she's doing amazing.
The report that came out was she smoked because her mother just passed. She was trying to deal with it. I honestly don't care why you did it. I don't, like you and I talked precast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care that you are smoking.
I don't care.
I think we both discussed. I've never tried it. You don't do it, but you've tried it. You've dabbled.
Sure.
And we can both agree. You're not gaining any speed from this thing.
No,
I don't think it's an enhancement.
The one thing I would say, and this is why I'm almost a little bit like kind of scratch my head about the NFL as well. Like, why are they so strict about it? Because it does not enhance your performance at
there's
all.
other things I need to worry about. Yeah.
Unless you're playing Madden. If you're playing Madden
Make sure
on whatever
the
console you choose to have.
The only person that I would feel would have an advantage here would be Joey Chestnut.
Oh.
Because the munchies.
The munch.
Right?
And
he's the only person that I feel should be tested for it because now...
And was he? I don't believe so.
I don't think he was. Now, there's been an argument because I think everyone, and we're going to get into that too, is kind of on the same page of like, this is dumb. Why are we even talking about it? Why is she being banned? And here's my thing. I agree. But you know the rules. The rules state you can't do that.
You can't do it.
So as much as we want to like stand behind her and say this is dumb, you should. She knew the rules, and she even said, she goes, look, I stand by my decision, which I respect that. Fact of the matter is there's rules in play. Whether we agree with the rules or not, that doesn't really matter. The rules are there currently, and that's what we have to follow. But
Agreed.
Yep.
Entirely. Look, because whether or not it's acceptable in the state that you live, some states here in the U.S. are much more lenient towards that kind of thing. Other countries are much more lenient towards that. So if you're going to have a governing body,
you work for a company.
You have a governing body that is trying to make everybody on a level playing field. We're talking about the Olympics here, just for the record. We're talking about events that they created when the Romans were around. And so do I think that it should be something that would prevent her from participating? No. I think that's silly.
It is.
But
the rules are there.
The rules are the rules. Yep.
So that leads us to the next little side segment.
Yeah.
Is how far we've come.
Since the Romans created the Olympics?
Well, yes, that one. But two, in this world we live in with the idea of pot. Not too long ago, well, a little bit now, back in 2009, give or take, our boy, our mascot, Phelpsy Phelps,
the American athlete,
the American Golden Boy.
Yes,
hit a little tokey toke. Remember that?
Did he?
He hit a little tokey toke and got blasted for it.
All of his endorsements.
Blasted. Like the complete opposite of what's happening now.
Right.
I mean, everyone is like, this is ridiculous. But I remember when he came out, it was like, you're supposed to be a role model. You represent this and that and blah, 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 blah. Wiped him off the Wheaties box.
Yeah. No
Unreal.
Wheaties, no Subway.
Dunzo.
Like find every American franchise that was throwing this guy money.
This guy.
You're out of here. You're out of here.
And now she gets 30 days. Which I'm not complaining. I'm glad that we've come that far. I think it's awesome.
I like it. I like it. But just again, to your point, in just a very, very short amount of time, we're talking less than 10 years. Yeah. Phelps was
09.
09. Yeah.
09.
So
just 10 years.
I like the progressive nature of how we think about this thing. Like, look, Reefer Madness is gone. Okay.
Yes.
We're not in the 1950s.
It's not the Devil Let's anymore.
Right. Exactly. But
it's unfortunate that there's still this rule in place. Mm-hmm. I mean, she could have went and got, completely drunk and slaughtered, no problemo, which I feel has a more negative impact.
Which it does.
Right.
For sure.
But that's, we're getting too deep into it, but it's frustrating. But again, rules are rules.
She's still an athlete.
You got to follow the rules.
Yeah,
got to follow the rules.
Got to follow the rules. You still represent the United States of America. And
follow the rules.
We
Kids at home,
hold you to a higher standard than that.
Follow the rules.